Welcome back. One more dish before I lose my lovely wife to her actual job, and then I have to go back to videoing one-handed. I'm making this video to tie in some more concepts. I cooked these carrots earlier today, but I didn't need them. So they went in the fridge, got stored. As a chef, people think of being a chef as being very artistic, oh, you make great food. The main thing, the first thing, is not wasting food. I know what's in my refrigerator, I know how long it's been there, I know the different states it's in, and how long it will last. I guarantee you, if you were the one that grew, picked, cleaned, and shipped the carrots, you would be very careful with them in terms of like not letting them go bad, if at all possible. So that's actually the first job of being a chef, whether it's in a restaurant or at home. Those are commodities, you know. So sometimes you just put together what you have in your refrigerator, which is what I'm doing here. But I'm going to make a tofu dish with black mushrooms, winter mushrooms, shiitakes, broccoli, and the cooked carrots. The carrots are actually in the perfect state for me to put them in a saucy ginger brown sauce dish. So this is, again, we're going to use the starch to thicken at the end, the sesame oil for the last little bit of flavoring. We have our soy sauce, brown rice vinegar, and we have sugar. Don't be afraid of sugar. It makes things delicious, and it's part of the 5 flavors. I had my wife's sister actually said she went to Thailand, and in Thailand they spoon sugar over their noodles. I feel like Westerners get fat because they don't include this in a normal part of their diet, and then they go and eat a pint of ice cream because they're lacking something. So getting it in there in a balanced, harmonious way is probably very healthy. So my raw ingredients or cooked ingredients are in the state that is gonna most benefit me for this dish. Order of operations: oil, ginger, shiitakes. Quickly blanch the broccoli. I'm going to use that water to create a sauce. I'm going to use the soy sauce to flavor it and to color it. The amount of sauce just takes time to learn, and how much starch at the end. That is hard, and it just takes a lot of practice. Carrots are already cooked. They're in the perfect state, so we're ready to go. All right, let's do this. Hot pan, cold oil, no stick. You can see the even size of my sliced ginger. That's the difference between someone with careful knife skills and someone hacking at it. You can't taste it, but you know it's there. It's part of the harmony of the dish. My apartment actually leans to one side, so you'll see the oil all collect at the one side of the pan. I have to move it. Shiitakes. Some people like to add soy sauce at this point. That flavor will then stay in your shiitake mushroom. That's up to you whether you like it or not. This is, Greg, this is where you want maximum heat. I want to cook all this as quickly as possible. Obviously, this is applicable to non-vegetarian dishes. We eat a lot of tofu. A lot of people, like my wife especially, like much firmer tofu, but this is the easiest way to learn to deal with it, is in the soft form. It's going to blend together in the sauce. It's going to just cook and meld together and be delicious. Okay, browning nicely. I don't have a wok at the moment. I gave it away because I'm moving, but it's easier in the wok. You can, stir fry. Don't burn it. Broccoli, blanched. Happens quickly. It's done. It's ready for the dish. It's going to keep cooking, so I cooked it like maybe 70%. It's going to keep cooking as I add the brown sauce around it. Water. Soy sauce. This is where the hot and sour soup training comes in. You balance the 5 flavors. There's salty, there's some sweet, touch of sour. Vinegar, remember, add slowly. Can't take it out. Use a little salt. Little. This is where you start tasting. Too salty, add some sugar. Too sugary, add some salt. A little sugar. And a little regular salt. Don't add too much soy sauce. It's a powerful flavor. Rely on salt for your salt. Taste again. See, the broccoli still cooking. Mushrooms softening, you browned it already. Ah, it's delicious. Okay, so here we go. We're going to add the carrots, which are already cooked. Every time you add an ingredient, allow your dish to come back up to temperature. Blend it together. That high heat is going to harmonize your ingredients. Boom. Ready for the tofu. This is really soft tofu. If you hack at it, you'll destroy its lovely character. And obviously it's going to break up a little bit. But you want to stir it around gently. And this will take a second to come back up to temperature. This sauce, if you do it right with the starch, will lovingly coat all your ingredients. I clean as I go. By the time I'm done cooking, I don't have any dishes to do. My boards are clean. If I was cooking a dish that was a little slower, I've washed the dishes right now. You'll have a much less exhausting experience if you don't leave a sink full of dishes. And we see the South Park with Randy Marsh cooking a frittata with creme fraiche, and he's done, and there's dishes up to the ceiling. That's not professional. Professional is making it easy. So I might taste again because I've added some more ingredients. The carrots are sweet. I'm going to make sure that my sauce is balanced before I thicken it. Once I thicken it, it's done. That's delicious. Okay, so now we're going to add the starch. Same way as the hot and sour soup. A little bit at a time in the hot part of the pan and stir it around quickly. So it's easier in a wok where you can turn it around, but we don't have that, so we're going to make do. Hot, hot, you can see, right? Gently. Stir. Once I open it up a little bit, I move it through the pan. To evenly spread it in all the sauce. Might need just a little bit more, might be done. Give it a second before you add your second. Take, look at it coating the broccoli. That's a little thick. You can see the coating. It's viscous, right? That's sauce. Yeah, you're gonna break up the tofu. That's just a type of tofu. Okay, it's done. That's it. A little sesame oil, turn up the heat. Sesame oil, again, is a preference. Oil at the end of the dish is really going to allow the flavor to transfer to your palate. And that's it. And you're served with rice, of course. Everything gets served with rice. Chinese cooking is always family style. Put it in a big dish. You know, you can see it. Here's your sauce. It's not too thin. Yeah, you broke up the tofu a little bit, but everything's harmonized and blended together. It's going to be delicious over rice. Okay, that's, you know, if you want chili oil, delicious. If your family's not home all at the same time, it's easy to reheat. Cover it. Serve your rice when you're ready. And that's it. Okay, thank you.